Callipeg is an iPad animation software which I personally love, and they do these monthly animation challenges, and I took part in them twice, once in October and once in December in 2002. And after a very long time, I took part in it again in this year's June animation challenge, जिसका theme was Metamorphosis, and this is how I made the animation. So the idea that I came up with was an idea that I already had. Basically, for a spirit at the end of her time, like when she passes away, she transforms into this she transforms into this big tree, okay? Big tree. The animation was very short. Like I only had to make 3 thumbnails to get the feeling of the animation down. I also went on Pinterest to find a reference, and I used Clip Studio Paint to draw a rough layout for the background. First thing I did was to import the background layout that I made into the software, and once that was done, I started making the keys. I basically made 4 keys: her standing up, her bent down, her reaching into the grass, and her when she became a tree. I labeled them A, B, C, D, and then made the animation timing ladder according to it, like A to B, B to C, then C to D. Now I started doing the breakdowns and in-betweens, and I basically followed the timing ladder that I made. Now that the rough animation was done, I made a new layer, and using the charcoal brush, I did the line art of the animation. Coloring. I kept a very simple colors theme for the lady, like her skin would be dark tone like brown, and her hair would be like green, and her dress would be green, so that I could transform her skin, like her body, into the bark of the tree very easily, and her hair into a like canopy and of the leaves. But my tiny little brain forgot that while animating, because when I animated, I bent her head down. So basically she covered all the skin and the brown part, like only her hands were visible. And now I did not know how to transform, because only her hand, and like her dress is also green. So like it's yeah. So what I came up with, like what I did, I made her grow, and I made the brown color from her hands bleed into her dress in a viney way, so that it would look like the bark is growing into it, if that makes sense. It looked nice and I liked it, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep it. I wanted to include Callipeg, the software, as much as possible in the process. So I decided to paint the background in Callipeg only. Drawing that background in the software itself was not as hard as I thought it would be, and it was a little frustrating, but not as hard. I'm used to drawing backgrounds in a drawing software where the layers are on the side, so it's easier to keep track of them because you can see them at once, everything is there. But in an animation software, the layers are below and they hide when you're working, especially in Callipeg. When you scroll it down, it just goes down. So to see the layers, I had to pull it up every time, and my little brain forgot that you can group layers in Callipeg. So I did not do that. So each layer, the rough, the line art, the separate colors, everything was on different layers. So it was too many layers. I said layers way too many times. Moving on, I used the reference that I took from Pinterest as reference to color the background. And I made it such that the light is coming from the right side of the background, so that the right part is where the light is coming from and all the shadows are on the left. Now that the background was done, I did light and shadow on the animation also. Now that the animation was done, I wanted to add some light rays, some dust particles, and a little bit of bloom to the animation. So I exported all the layers separately and imported them in After Effects, and then compiled them so that they are at their right order. After that, I added light rays using CC light rays. I added dust particles from Footage Crate, and then I added a little bit of bloom. Then I also added my signature, did a little bit of sound design, and it's finished. And here's the final result. Video khattam. This was supposed to come out at the beginning of the July. Originally I edited the whole video in DaVinci. But color grading was good. But the software, for some reason I could not work efficiently on it, okay? It was too much for me, I could not figure out, and yeah. And the edit that I made on DaVinci was not good, and I didn't want to post something that was I did not like. I mean, I can improve on this video also, but it's better than that one. So yeah, I'm trying to do something new, gonna do more process videos, vlog type. I'll also do storytime animations, short form basically. Basically I'm rebranding the channel, and I yeah, so I'll just do whatever I want basically. Yeah, okay, bye.